Hi, we will now decrease at the end of the first and the beginning of the last needle. So knit until you have reached the last 2 stitches of the needle. Knit 2 stitches together and knit the next 2 needles. At the beginning of the 4th needle, slip a stitch knitwise, knit a stitch and pass the last stitch over. Knit the rest of the needle. Decrease like this in every other round until you are down to 36 stitches in total. The rounds in between are rounds of knit stitches. After the gusset, we can start to knit the foot. The foot of this sock consists of only knit stitches, so knit until your foot is 8 centimeters long, measured from the marker that you set after the heel flap. If you didn't set a marker, you can also calculate the right foot length. For the toe, we will knit 7 more rounds. So if you measure how long 7 of your rounds are, you know how much length your toe will add to the sock, and you can subtract that from your total foot length. That way you know how long your sock needs to be before you can start with the toe. Next we will knit the toe. Knit until you get to the last 3 stitches of the needle. Knit 2 stitches together and knit the last stitch. On the next needle, knit a stitch, slip a stitch knitwise, knit a stitch and pass the last stitch over. After that, knit until you get to the last 3 stitches of the next needle before you knit another 2 stitches together and knit the last stitch. In the pattern, the last 2 stitches and the first 2 stitches of the needle are knitted together, but I prefer to have 2 stitches between the decreases, otherwise I get tiny holes in my toe. On the last needle, knit a stitch, slip a stitch, knit a stitch and pass the last stitch over. Repeat this round until only 8 stitches in total remain. In the last round, I put the stitches for the top of the sock on one needle and the stitches for the bottom of the sock on another needle, so that I can close the toe with the Kitchener stitch. You can also just cut the yarn and pull it through the 8 remaining stitches to close the toe. I hope you enjoyed this video series. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.